and sit and wait for the ambulance to come. I know if you a shooter by the way you're handling the gun. Gambling you're done, shells burn like candles in the sun. I'm not a fan of gun violence, nor having a strap, but get popped once, and I swear that you'll be scrambling for one. But our plans was to get funds and skate off the set, so I mixed the kush with the dro to make all my weight stretch. I'm from where the dudes rob and argue all day about who's the best MC, Saha stacks and T.I. while dodging the GBI. My bad, I love GZI, but I'm still the best to ever do it, and I ain't even put a CD out. So the next time you say that I ain't got no lyricists, I just think you ain't got a taste for this exquisite shit. My verses are like Leviticus to the underprivileged. I make music for the world, you make music for a stripper bitch. Nick black leather, beret cap era, guns at your capital, take it to that measure. It's Huey, nigga. It's Huey, nigga. Never been a victim, a rebel against the system. Lames wanna diss them and women just wanna kiss them. It's Huey, nigga. It's Huey, nigga. This that God flow, what they nailed Jesus to the cross for. And he came back 3 days after he died flow. This Pablo, talking to kids in Chicago, mob flow. This that midget New Jersey drive flow. Side note, I wrote this rap with my eyes closed, bravo. Cause it came out clean as the Moss flow, Costco. Hoes selling they twat for a car note. Benny Hunters and Roscoe, Picasso. Nas mixed with a pop flow. Rappers can't stand me. This that Grammy Nas flow. Let me stop though, cause I'm going digital with the syllables. Saw the prince and the royalty like residual. These hoes score me, they supposed to be hospitable. When they in the house with a nigga that's not typical, this not fictional. I run this bitch like elliptical. Can another rapper come out of Atlanta if he not lyrical? Nigga, black leather, beret cap era, guns at your capital, take it to that measure. It's Huey, nigga. It's Huey, nigga. Never been a victim, a rebel against the system. Lames wanna diss them and women just wanna kiss them. It's Huey, nigga. It's Huey, nigga.
This that shot rap, where out of towners die at. I advise you book your flight now and fly back. Gangland, bang then, what you claim, fam? Box Chevys, foreigns, $150 flow. Young nigga got bitches at the 50 though. 50 pack done, good, drop off 50 more. My city rough, but I made it in it. Trap house look like it's what K's invented. Trust nobody, even friends, look, I hate up in it. Rhyme dirty with your bitch smoking, wait a minute. LA garage with Illinois and Decatur in it. Nigga snitching, I'm like, way to win it. Nigga looking like a state defendant. Photo look like a two-door. My two-door look like a full-door. I'm cutting up, call me sword roll. Get him in his mask, get him a body bag. Give me a track, get him a body that.
Greetings. Peace to my family, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Peace to brother Zane. What up, man? Peace to Pure. I'm gonna get you a wrench too, man. You too, Teddy. Y'all stay tapped in, man. Appreciate that. I just wanna come through and talk about today is street or crime culture becoming African American culture. And I ask that because in street culture, there are unspoken rules, codes, and regulations. For example, one of them being no snitching. And anybody that wants to come on the panel and give some insight, please feel free. Just tell me you want the link. I'll drop the link. But no snitching. This seems to be one of the street codes that's seemingly being adopted into black culture or African American culture. You have this code of no snitching. Now, when I came up, no snitching meant something different than what it seemingly means today. Um, you had to have certain qualifications to be labeled as a snitch, right? You had to be in the street. You had to be committing crimes, preferably with other people, because I mean, you know who you gonna snitch on. But this is a rule or a law or code that we seem to feel like that involves neutral people as well. When I say neutral people, I mean people that is not gang affiliated, street affiliated, people that's not uh, committing crime. I'm basically meaning squares, right? So, an example of snitching from my era would be of modern time would be a Takashi 6ix9ine, and I'm gonna break that down. He would be labeled as a snitch. Why? Because he was involved in gang slash street slash crime culture, right? He was supposed to be Nine Trey, Blood Gang. We seen him hanging around with other Nine Trey Blood Gang members that we know are solidified. um, we've seen him on his Instagram live stories in Chicago, seemingly putting money on people's heads. As crazy as that sounds, like why the fuck would you do that on your Instagram? But we've seen these things, and all these things are street slash crime culture, and he gets caught, and he tells. There's levels to telling. It's levels to being a snitch. You got your Frank Lucases who like, yo, I'm gonna tell on the cops. I'm gonna snitch on the dirty cops. You got your who was it, Alpo, who snitched on motherfuckers from other cities. He was going to DC moving work. Like, nah, I ain't telling on nobody from Harlem. I'm gonna snitch on these niggas from DC. And then you got your Takashi type snitching, where you're gonna snitch on your own homeboys, your own partners, these people who you sent out to do dirty work for you. You tell on those people. These are instances of snitches. Now, when your next door neighbor, who's a regular ass person, goes to work, comes home, provides for his family, his or her family, don't get into no street activity, no type of street crimes. They ain't about that life, right? Basically. And they see a crime being committed in their neighborhood and they call them folks. My nigga, that is not fucking snitching. We gotta stop. We gotta stop doing that because it's hurting the black community. For instance, You got one of our brothers just got brutally murdered about a week or so ago. Brother Takeoff in Houston, Texas, because of circumstances that had absolutely nothing to do with him, seemingly, right? And we had a crowd of people there. Not one person that we know of has came out to say, look, this is exactly what the fuck happened. Now we've seen, or I've seen, I don't know about y'all, but I've seen people that were there at the time, people that were witnesses, go on Instagram, go on TikTok, go on YouTube, Twitter, and speak in these cryptic messages. We've seen them say that, yo, this needs to stop. This man lost his life and whoop-de-woo and blase blah. Fuck all that. I can understand these people who were there that's supposed to be mob ties, quote unquote, right? Because they supposed to be some street niggas. All right. But you are a female who is not involved in any of those activities. Why the fuck would you come online saying, yo, I was there, I witnessed it, I ain't gonna say nothing about nothing, but we gotta stop this? Well, you know what will help stop this is if y'all motherfuckers start saying something. You can't keep your mouth. Everybody not gonna be able to keep their mouth shut and expect some shit to get solved. It don't fucking work like that. And excuse the language, but this channel is no longer conscious. So I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be me. Why the fuck would you get online on the internet, admit that you were there, but don't want to talk about what the fuck happened? Lady, do you fucking know that them folks is watching this shit? Do you fucking know that you just admitted to being there and now you're probably gonna be questioned? If you didn't want to speak out and say what really happened, you should just shut the fuck up. It's stupid. It makes no fucking sense to me. But once it was broken down, I understood that, y'all, okay, it's for clout. It's for clout. They want to be known as one of the motherfuckers that was there when the shit happened, but they don't want to fucking say nothing. Right? So let me give you an example of what I mean. And I'm not the only fucking person that feels this way. And I'm glad that I ran across this video because I understand now that I'm not the only motherfucker that feel this way. So let me show you an example of what I'm talking about.
Oh no, I bet tonight is coming soon.
Ludwig.
With YouTube music.
So this is before I even play this shit. This is academics. Most of us are familiar with academics, right? And the video that he's playing is an Instagram video of one of the females that was there when it happened.
Music Premium, there are no.
Yeah, I'm finna watch it.
Saint Elizabeth. She live right now. Everybody tell her that big act.
Man, I'm just coming on here to really send condolences to take off and just like I don't want to. I'm not going through none of the events again. I'm not going through nothing again. Y'all saw what I tweeted. Like if y'all want to know my side, I tweeted it. When I'm ready to speak on more of that, like that's whatever. But right now it's like it's just not the time for that. I'm really just on here to send condolences to Takeoff and his family and everything because like that shit was really tragic. Like I've been sick the whole day. The whole day I've been sick to my stomach like since it happened. Like I didn't even expect for my shit to be up like that. I thought my shit was just gonna be like all the other little tweets that people was putting out. Like, I only came on there to just tell the truth because, people gonna take it and spin it all types of ways. Like like it wasn't even 5 a.m. yet and people was posting the wrong story. Like and I ain't like that. So really I'm just here to say like we gotta really watch how we're treating each other and start to understand like it's senseless violence going on for no reason. Senseless gun violence. Like people are really dying for no reason. Like even when it comes to small altercations, even when it comes to celebrities, it don't matter how big they is, how small they is, like just in general, like people need to start to realize that it's not
Chat, fuck that. Ask your spamming her chat. Who did it?
for no reason. Like all of this is going on for no reason. We lost a big ass person in the game for no
Bruh, she talking a lot. We want to know who did it.
sick because it shouldn't have happened. Like it didn't need to happen. It could have been avoided. It's
Well,
like
who did it though?
we can't keep on doing shit like this that can't be avoided. And that's really all I came on here to say is like I really want to raise awareness because like Texas is real bad on gun laws. If you know about Texas, everybody
That's cool, but who did it?
is, you know what I'm saying? And y'all talking about talk to the authorities, talk to so and so, but y'all don't know what I've done. Y'all don't know what's going on for real. Like the investigation is gonna get taken care of. I don't know who did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everybody who was there. I came by myself. Like I knew one person who was a photographer up in there, and I just came just because like I was just up there on some cool shit. But I only came on here just to say, like, we gotta stop the senseless gun violence. We gotta stop the petty arguments. All this shit that is
flew to Houston and is crying, my nigga, crying tears, crying blood because her son fucking died at a dice game, my nigga. All that street shit. Oh, I ain't see, bro. Y'all all in there. Y'all all talking about you clearing up the air or what's going on. Bro, what's up? Like, what we doing? Like, this criminality shit is not cool.
It's never important.
Yo, y'all are demons.
Y'all worried about who did it, bro. It's not always about just who did it. It's about the situation. Y'all just gotta pay attention to the bigger picture and realize, like,
it's not about who did it. Oh, I'm done with black people.
Always out the way because of just.
I might go transracial after this. It's not about who did it. He would be alive if it wasn't that nigga that did it.
I'm not here to change anything. I'm not here to do anything. Like I came because I knew multiple people who was up here. You know what I'm saying? I came by myself, but I knew multiple people who was up there. Like I'm not saying don't find the people who did it. I'm just saying like we got to think about this in the bigger picture. Like we got to do better as a people.
It starts with locking up the nigga who did it.
Just because I was there doesn't mean I know exactly who shot off. Like,
you see why I tell you that black culture is crime culture?
If y'all don't want to hear what I got to say, y'all can get off my live because when I just posted on my story, I said that I'm only coming up here to talk about what I had to say, my message I had to say. Like, all I had to say was that we need to be focused on stop that shit. It's not about snitches. It's not about nothing. I don't know who did it. Y'all can stop talking about.
Okay. She ain't trying to tell who did it, but what she said on Twitter, oh, Quavo was arguing. Be like, who was Quavo arguing with? This is how you gonna tell it if she really trying to help. Tell us who Quavo was arguing with. You said he was arguing with the nigga about fighting in basketball. Who was he arguing with?
I want to say is that I just hope people can really learn from this situation and just stop the violence. Stop carrying when it's not necessary. Have your security before you carrying your own gun when it comes to celebrities and situations like that. Yeah. I ain't come on live to tell nobody nothing. Like, y'all can be mad how y'all feel. Y'all don't understand. Like,
She won't. She told us on Twitter he was arguing. Won't tell us who he argued with.
and the next, y'all don't know what is going on. If nobody trying to hear me preach, why is on my live? Like, don't none of that matter. But I'm finna hop off this hoe. I said what I had to say. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, it's whatever it is. But I just came on here to say, like, stop the gun violence, stop the petty arguments, stop the petty situations, stop the dry beefing. Like, obviously,
Ask her what dry beefing is, please. She said that on Twitter. What's dry beefing?
And I'm not worried about no clout. It is what it is. I did not. I told you I ain't.
Yo, real quick, if you're not worried about no fucking clout, why would you make yourself a person of interest or a person to be questioned if you don't want to talk? Like Sean said, bro, if you the best way to not be involved is to shut the fuck up. There's plenty of people that was there that don't want to talk, that's not making fucking Instagram posts saying, yo, I was there, but this shit is sad. We gotta stop. Like Axe said, bro, the way to stop this shit is to find out who the fuck did it. If we eliminate this no snitching shit out of African American culture, then a lot of this other shit will be solved. Then motherfuckers will think twice. You see what I'm saying? You just made yourself a fucking person of interest.
Come on here to say nothing.
Ask her will she cooperate with the cops, because if she ain't tell us now, she gonna have to talk to the cops.
I mean, I had acquaintances up in there. Y'all are so worried about every little detail. It's the police job to figure out what happened. It's not my job.
I fucking told y'all, chat. Black culture is fucking street culture. This is a woman, and she is acting like she's super street. Oh, it's up to the police. Bro, you just witnessed a man lose his life. He got kids. Well, he don't got kids. Well, I don't think he got kids. But his mom is there crying for him and his family. And you're just saying, oh, it's up to the police.
Or it would have been said, I don't know nobody names. I don't know none of that. I knew who I knew up in there. I had acquaintances up in there. I knew some females up in there. And that was it. Like, y'all so worried about getting to the end of it.
Ask her, okay, who you know? Like, yo, we trying to figure this out. Yo, a man lost his life. You're not even a street person, bro. You're not really into shit. Like, if you were into shit, you wouldn't be on the internet actually confessing and talking about and clearing up what really happened. So now that you did, and we asking you, like,
But all right, I'm off this hoe now, y'all. Just all I want to say is just I'm praying for his family. I'm praying for him. I'm praying for his soul, and I hope no more shit like this has to happen. That's it. I just hope no more shit like this has to happen because it just was not necessary. None of that shit had to happen.
I don't want to hear that, man. Saying a bunch of nothing, bro. I don't want to hear that. With all due respect to you.
I'm not worried about being a snitch. I know what I know and I posted what I know and that's it. That's it. I don't know nothing else. You said I'm a stripper, baby. I don't strip. I don't sell pussy. I don't do none of that. I know y'all think just because I'm from Houston, I'm just a hoe or something, but I actually study politics. Thank you very much. So that's another reason I feel inclined to actually speak because I do study politics.
Ask her will she cooperate if law enforcement hit her up. That's it. Because she act like she don't know nothing about nothing, but law enforcement's gonna hit you up. You went on social media saying that you knew some shit and you want to correct it. When law enforcement hits you up, will you cooperate? If the answer is you don't know nothing, bro, let's get you out of here, bro. Like, you just cloud chasing because, like, why are you gonna correct shit, but you know cops are gonna come? Why are you correcting for the people? The cops is gonna come.
5 minutes of fame. I'm not no rapper. I'm not no none of that. Like, I'm regular as fuck. I go to school. I have a job. And I set my side. And I know what I know.
She said she set her side. You were not involved in this, baby girl. You were never involved in this. We're trying to figure out who took this man's life.
And like I said in my tweet earlier, if y'all saw something happen and y'all saw a narrative was wrong, are y'all going to speak on it? Are y'all going to say...
If you're not going to speak on it, don't correct the narratives when you see it online. Because all them street niggas that was there, they're not running to correct narratives. They ain't trying to say nothing about nothing. You said something about something. That's why we came looking for you. Because looked like you wanted to get the truth out. But now you only want to get the truth out that he wasn't playing dice. You don't get the truth out about who killed him or what the fuck was going on or who was arguing with who. You don't want to cooperate with nothing. It's a bunch of bullshit, chat. I keep trying to tell y'all, black culture is street and crime culture. Bro, this woman ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But you think she was going to sit here and really like, niggas, yeah, she said that shit on Twitter because everybody's tweeting about Takeoff and it made good for the algorithms to get involved and correct some shit. But was she going to give some valuable information that was going to help his mom sleep good at night tonight? Yo, his mom flew to Houston immediately, my nigga. Instantly flew there after she realized her son. They told her he may or may not be dead, even though he really was pronounced dead at the scene. But the medical examiner did not check that box and say he's dead. His mom got there. She's been crying ever since. This is what I'm saying. Black people, we don't really give a fuck about this. We care about crime culture. Yeah, it's up to the police to solve that shit. I'm just here just to let y'all know, yeah, I do wish him condolences. I wish people would stop. You know how you actually impact your community? You got to get involved. You're a woman. Ain't nobody was beefing with you. You got invited just like any other attractive girl. If you really want that shit to stop in your community, you're going to make sure it stops. Now, granted, I'm not trying to throw nobody into the fire. Of course, you should be scared that there's some hood niggas that from where you from that if you try to cooperate or say something, they might try to kill you. I didn't say you had to jump up, but you already jumped up by clarifying on Twitter. There's a lot of people who was there. You know what the cops said? They all ran. I guarantee they're not tweeting. They probably deleted their stories. They're not trying to talk. The only person who we heard trying to clarify shit is you. So, you know, since you're in the business of clarifying, who was he arguing with? Who'd you see shoot? What did you hear? Like, help us out. Now you're like, oh, nah, yeah, I ain't here. It's up to the cops. Come on, man. I'm telling you, black culture, this is the unfortunate part about it, man. This is why y'all was on Flagrant 2 recently. They told me to shoot me a little baby, and they were like, oh, yeah, well, you said you was snitch on. I'm like, my nigga, let me let y'all know what reality is. I'm a civilian. I don't do crime. I don't be sitting out here and doing like hood hits on niggas and shit like that. It's impossible to say that I could snitch on a nigga because I'm not doing no fucking hood nigga crime with people. Snitching only applies, number one, usually if you doing some shit with people, but also if you're involved in the street life. But you know what black people have done and created now? That the entire culture is snitching if you even just say, that was fucked up. We went to a Halloween party. Y'all niggas took a man's life unnecessarily with a straight bullet because you can't fucking shoot straight. I'm going to tell what I know. Oh, you a snitch. Oh, you a this. Black culture is street culture these days. That's why I look at it, I'm like, yo, I understand why she not saying nothing, but she was pump faking like she was trying to say something when she was on Twitter, bro.
You understand? You understand how confusing it is for the average person, the average everyday motherfucker that's working a 9 to 5, that's staying out the fucking way, trying to better themselves, raise their kids, build something. For them to, you know how confusing and difficult it is for them to keep their community safe because niggas done adopted laws of street culture. So we all hood niggas now. We all street niggas now. That includes the 14-year-old kid that seen somebody get shot down at the playground, at the basketball court, who know who the fuck did it. That goes for Sister Bernice, that's 72 years old, has seen somebody get raped or got raped herself by some weirdo motherfucker from around the corner. You see how destructive this shit sounds? We ain't hurt nobody but ourselves. Ain't this stupid ass fucking law, these stupid ass fucking rules are not in nobody else's culture. Guess what? Other motherfuckers don't have a problem calling the police. And I understand some of the issues that we have with them folks. But until we have an organized system set up for us to police our own communities, that's all we got right now. So if any of y'all want to start that solution, I back that shit. I support it. But until then, I support motherfuckers telling, not snitching, because snitching has certain qualifications. I support motherfuckers telling. So when I say I support Charleston White, I ain't talking about all that other shit. I'm talking about I support the idea that normal, average, everyday motherfuckers need to be telling. Hell yeah. You fucking up your own community. You got a problem when the Arabs come through. Like Kofi was saying yesterday, the Arabs is all in our community. The Jews is all in our community. White folks is all in our community taking advantage. We got problems with that. We don't have a problem with us offing each other and having some dumbass code of silence that only applies to the street, but we applying it to the whole community. This shit is wild, yo. This shit is wild, yo. It's not just Act. It's not just him. It's not just Charleston. Hold on. I'll give you one more. This one is way shorter, so I ain't gonna hold you too long on this one. But check out what the brother says.
back to.
I sent you IG.
Yeah, put it in the chat. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Kyrie.
man. I let Ish get his jokes off, but back to black culture.
Blame it on a nigga. See, that's what they had to do.
I mean, you was making jokes anyway. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Unfortunate. If you guys been living under a rock, you don't know by now. Takeoff was fatally shot and killed in Houston, Texas, at a Billards. This was what happened about 4 days ago now.
Yeah, 810 bowling alley.
Well, 4 or 5 days ago, because you'll see this video on Monday. But it's unfortunate because there was an altercation that ensued where Quavo was having a conversation with another guy. They were playing dice. That turned into arguing about basketball. Shots are fired. Takeoff a shot and killed. And that's where we're at right now. Condolences to his family. Condolences to Quavo from losing a family member. And we need to come to a conclusion like, bro, black culture is fucking street culture, because we come here, we do this, condolences every time. Things need to change, but it's fucking happening again. We can't have a fucking sensible, me and Zarian can sit up here and argue about fucking Drake and fucking Bad Bunny all day, but I don't want to fucking shoot and kill this nigga because we have fucking disagreements about some shit.
Not at all.
It's some man shit at the end of the day. We used to fucking get up and fucking fight. We got an issue, fucking fight. But y'all niggas quick to fucking pick up a gun and fucking shoot and kill. But you scream fucking change. And then on the other hand, controversy in the fucking black culture. It needs to change. We need to do this, that, and a third. But then you call it fucking snitching when motherfucker speaks out about what fucking happened with the situation. It's fucking snitching. Why you telling? Why you talking to the cops? But that motherfucking man's mom is fucking crying and fucking hurt because her son's gone. Because y'all couldn't have a sensible fucking argument about fucking basketball.
Crazy.
Clown fucking world. It's the fucking black culture. It's street culture. Not fucking white people, Jewish people, Asian people. Nobody's fucking killing each other like we are.
No.
I'm done, bro.
Nothing else needs to be said after that.
I'm sorry, bro.
Nothing else needs to be said.
When I saw you.
I'm sorry, bro, but that shit's been.
Nah.
You're dead ass serious,
bro.
though, man. That's man.
That's the hypocrisy.
I've been holding that shit in for 4 or 5 days, bro.
That's the hypocrisy within our culture, bro.
And even in the music, the new Drake and 21, I love that shit. But it's promoting fucking killing and violence. So we're hypocrites at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
But a lot of people know how to fucking differentiate the two.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that part, because back in the 90s and the early 2000s, we was doing that shit. But like you said, back then we was fighting, people wasn't getting killed like this.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of things going down.
Like, come on,
So essentially, if you a grown ass person under your right mind, you know how to differentiate between the two. I agree. I've been listening to that type of music my whole life, bro. That shit don't just make me want to just go off a motherfucker. Never. I know motherfuckers that's listen to that shit their whole life that ain't killed nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. And again, man, we not doing shit but hurting our own community. Like you said, like it's no rules like this where you can kill your own people and everybody just turn a blind eye. Find me that in other cultures. Find me that. So a lot of people have been wrongfully placed into a snitch jacket. We need to call the shit like it is. We already behind, bro. I ain't gonna talk about us killing us because that's irrelevant. Whites kill whites. Mexicans kill Mexicans. The problem is we are being counteractive to what we say we trying to do. We're trying to build a community, not tear the shit down. You feel me? But on a lighter note, I still got this fucking song from The Last Dragon in my head. I watched The Last Dragon last night. Man, that shit tripped me out. Yeah, y'all gotta watch these movies as adults. These movies you used to watch as kids, y'all need to watch them as adults. This nigga was literally walking around in shoulder pads through the hood. This nigga showing up. I'm like, what? And that shit made me so mad when the nigga kissed his Converse. Well, he didn't even kiss it. He went to go kiss it, and he got kicked in the mouth. But hey, what's going on with Kyrie, man? He okay, so let me recap if anybody don't know. he tweeted a book / documentary, Hebrews to Negroes. This documentary that he ended up watching is on Amazon Prime. He said he was on Amazon Prime. His name translates from some language into something about Yahweh, right? And he said he wanted to search for documentaries on Yahweh. So it took him to Amazon Prime, to Hebrews to Negroes. The problem is he didn't watch all of it. I don't know how much of it he watched. Apparently the documentary is 3.5 hours, so I can understand that he didn't watch it all. But he was told that this documentary has anti-Semitic statements in it. Statements like Jews are of Satan. Those Jews that we call it, that we know as Jews today, aren't Jews. Us black people are Jews. They stole our identity, which in reality was what they trying to do, steal them folks' identity. The Holocaust denial, the Holocaust didn't happen. They pull out fake Hitler quotes, etc., etc. Hey, sure enough, might be a Hebrew Israelite. Damn, I ain't put that together. That nigga might be a karate Hebrew Israelite. I wouldn't put it past him the way the nigga was dressing. But yeah, so I put myself in the shoes of these people, and I gotta say, man, I would be upset too. Think of some Jew or some white boy making a documentary saying that the transatlantic slave trade and slavery in America didn't happen. And these black folks, we know Africans came first, or they are the original humans or whatever, right? But those black people aren't the real Africans. White people are. You gotta be mad than a motherfucker. So I understand, and I feel like if we was in power, we wouldn't let that shit slide. We wouldn't let that shit slide. And you gotta be honest with yourself about that. But a lot of people are outraged at Jews because of the consequences, the backlash. But the thing is, first of all, the list of demands that he had to do before he got back with the Nets, that didn't come from Jews. That came from an Asian guy. He's Taiwanese, the owner of the Nets. And there's some missing context with that too. He refused to apologize at first. He stood on it. And he refused to get back in contact with his owner. Well, let me not say his owner. I don't like the way that sounds. He refused to get back in touch with the owner of the team that employs him. That's just like you doing some crazy shit at work. Your boss calling you to see, what happened. To have a conversation with you. You say, fuck that. I'm not calling this nigga back. It's going to be consequences. So what could have just been a conversation and maybe at the most a suspension for a couple of games turns into a big debacle because he refused to acknowledge and initially he refused to acknowledge and apologize for promoting this documentary that has a lot of racist shit in it. And people are outraged. People are outraged, but every video that I listen to, all these statements that I read from average everyday people who have something to say about this, they're refusing to look at the fact that it has these other statements in it. They people, we're trying to play it as if, oh, he should be able to think that he's a Jew if he wants to. Yeah, okay. But what about this other shit? What about this Holocaust denial shit? What, the Holocaust didn't happen? What about this Satan shit? What, we Satan now? I understand that the list of demands might be a little excessive. And I agree with Stephen A. I think, which is rare. I don't too often agree with Stephen A. But I agree with him on this. They need to either let him play or fire him. If you don't want to fuck with him, don't fuck with him. Because people are also leaving out the fact that this is Kyrie Irving now. This is Kyrie. This is the same motherfucker that missed like 35 games, 35, 45 games last season because he didn't want to get vaccinated. It's the same Kyrie that missed games and they found out he was at a party. Like, what? Like, yeah, these folks ain't gonna keep continuing to deal with these dumbass antics. You saying the earth is flat is one thing. You missing games, half a fucking season, only going on road games because you don't want to be vaccinated. That's irresponsible for one. And that's just dumb as fuck for two. So Kyrie has came with a bunch of bullshit. Let's not forget about the past. Yeah, that's like saying all this shit, man. They pull a fake fucking Hitler quote out saying that America has taken the real jewelry, which is the African, the black man. The fuck? If he said that, then where is it? Where is the primary? Nobody can find this. That shit ain't real. But I can kind of understand it from both sides. I see that the list of demands is ridiculous. They want him to do too much, and some of the shit that they want him to do, he's done already. Like the $500,000 donation, $500,000 donation. He sent it to the I believe the Anti Defamation League at first, and they rejected it. Now, in this list of demands from his owner or his team's owner, they want the $500,000 donation again. He wants Kyrie to donate $500,000 again. Like, come on now, man. Either y'all gonna let me play or y'all not. So I kind of understand both sides, but I think we as black people, bro, we gotta stop playing. We gotta. Yeah, they don't think Europeans claiming it don't matter. Europeans ain't making documentaries saying that the Holocaust didn't happen, that Jews are the spawn of Satan. Well, they might be, but those people are called white supremacists. We don't fuck with them. Other white folks don't even fuck with them. And they don't have documentaries on Amazon Prime, which is another thing. Like, people are going hard on Amazon Prime. Like, okay, if it's anti-Semitic, why y'all got this shit up here? They ain't saying nothing to Amazon Prime. Like, actually, they are. The Jews are getting involved with the Amazon Prime shit. They have made demands that Jeff Bezos need to take that shit off. They pressing him. They on his head. Pause. So I don't know. We'll see the consequences and the repercussion of that. It's obviously still up because I've been covering this, or I've been following this story as it happened, and a lot of people's reaction as well. And just yesterday, I seen somebody post saying that they rented it the night before. So apparently, it's still up. We'll continue to look, or I'll continue to look at least and see if anything ever comes of that. It definitely needs to be taken down. If they gonna press motherfuckers for sharing it, they need to press motherfuckers for promoting. If Kyrie promoted it by sharing it, which I agree, that's a promotion. Kyrie tried to act like he didn't promote it. But once you share something to your platform, especially if you have the recognition, the celebrity status of a Kyrie Irving, you're definitely promoting it. That's definitely a promotion. Um, if he's gonna get pressed for promoting it, I think Amazon need to get pressed for promoting it, and they have. But of course, the backlash is not equal. But we'll see. We'll see. It's on YouTube too. Um, I believe you. I believe you. I'm not watching it. I seen somebody on my Facebook page the other day, like, said they got it. I said, RIP to your brain cells. I'm not watching that shit. I'm not. I only wanted to know what anti-Semitic points that it had in it. That's it. I'm not spending money. I'm not even spending time, like 3.5 hours. I'm not doing that. Just to see what it said. Nah, I'll take y'all word on it. Whoever watched it, whoever seen the anti-Semitic shit in it, I'll take y'all word on it. And I've seen Jews, regular average Jews, talk about this shit. And some of the shit they were offended by, some of it they weren't. Some of it, one of these dudes was like, yeah, some of this shit is very interesting. How they find letters, Hebrew letters and shit that look similar to Mayan letters and shit. Now he don't know no better. And he say himself, like, I'm not an anthropologist, I'm not a linguist, I'm not, I'm pretty sure that one of those people can shed more light onto it, but it seemed interesting. So yeah, if you don't understand, if you don't know those fields, and if you don't know no better, some of that shit can be interesting. Which is why and how I think it hooked Kyrie. Because he's gullible. He's just the same dude that's walking around with a fucking feather in his head. Somebody Cherokee. His mom is Cherokee. I seen his mom. His mama looked like my fucking mom. I know Cherokee, bro. So, our brother just needs some help. And I ain't saying that to be funny. I'm literally saying, like, he needs to be properly educated. But he's a conspiracy theorist. And that's the risk you take. That's the risk you take. When you fucking with these dumbass shows and movies, these dumbass theories and shit, that's the risk that you take. Not only looking like a fucking idiot, but also offending people. In this instance, some people that got a voice. It's not niggas. It's people that got a voice. That's gonna unify, click up together and say, nah, that ain't cool. We ain't rocking with that. You better figure that shit out. Because as far as I know, Nike has dropped him. And I'm pretty sure whoever else has deals with him, they'll probably be following suit soon here. We'll probably hear about it soon. Yep, he's a flat earther. He's a Cherokee, Hebrew Israelite. Like, he all that. The brother gullible, he need help. He need educational help. And motherfuckers be wondering why we go so hard at the misinformation. Why do y'all be upset at misinformation? This is why. Shit like this. Niggas want to be every fucking thing except African. Niggas want to be every fucking thing except from West Africa, Central Africa. You want to be every fucking thing. This is why we go hard on these misinformation pieces. Because they got niggas out here looking like a fucking coon. A niglet. Damn, so he was a Muslim last year. See what I'm saying? This shit don't make no fucking sense. So I understand why Jews would be upset. If you put yourself in their shoes and somebody's telling you the transatlantic slave, man, your ancestors weren't on no motherfucking plantation. I'm liable to punch you in your motherfucking nose right then and there. Like, real shit. It's an emotional response. I'll be the first to admit it. But it's a response that you gonna get. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. We already got niggas, big lip niggas, talking about the transatlantic slave trade happened in reverse. That's damn near just as fucking disrespectful. You motherfucking coon. It's terrible. It's disheartening to see somebody that we have up there that has that type of status, that type of voice, use it for niggatry. And motherfuckers mad at LeBron, nigga. I want fuck. If I were Bron, I wouldn't fuck with that nigga either. Nah, no. I'm clean, nigga. I'm Bron. I'm a humanitarian. I'm a philanthropist. I get back to the hood. I ain't forgot where I came from. I'm the good guy. You're not about to dirty my fucking name. Cause you want to be a Hebrew Israelite Cherokee Muslim. No, nigga. It's not going down. It's not going down. He might do watch Brother Sanchez. I wouldn't put it past him. He says a lot of crazy ass shit, yo. Y'all remember fucking the other flat earther, B.O.B. We ain't heard from this nigga. He must have fell off the edge because we ain't heard from this nigga. No more. He must have fell off the edge of flat earth because we haven't heard from this nigga either. Man. But I'm gonna keep this just short though. It's an hour. Been on here an hour and 4 minutes so far. I know I went in on a tangent, but next time, and then at any point in time, and if I didn't throw the link out there already, one of y'all can let me know, and I'll put it out there. But next time I'll try to have the link pinned. That way, whoever want to join. I don't want to make this about me. I want roundtable discussions. I want, what I'm saying, open discussions. I want different perspectives, different views. They don't have to fucking agree with me. Because this is something that's opinionated. You know what I'm saying? I'm just calling it how I see it. You might see it different. But yeah, man, I'm out. I might come back if y'all have, if anybody has a topic they want to talk about, discuss anything that's trending or is popular in news or social media today, or we can get into it on the next time, on the next show, which I don't know when that is. The next show just depends on when I have the next topic. But when I do, y'all are free to come join. Right. But where would I be? Where would I be without saying that before I leave? I know all y'all the fam, so y'all already know, but hopefully soon we'll get some people that are unfamiliar with Kofi Pasad research team and what we got going on, right? So even though all y'all are. And I want y'all to start sharing this shit to your friends, associates, colleagues, your Facebook people, whoever that may be interested in these type of conversations. Because I know it was just me ranting today, but like I said, ultimately I want it to become conversations. Um, but yeah, same tree, different branch. That is the company. The company is a publishing company, and we publish all type of books. You see what I'm saying? We got the Mandingo Theory. You got Beautiful Lessons of Kimoyo. Is African Spirituality or Religion by our good brother Ben. Um, you got Spear Masters, the comprehension book, what SARS-CoV-2 taught me. As I learned, we all learn. Cocaine to Consciousness one night. We even got books for the kids, man. One night before bed, Colorado Trip to the Motherland. We got volume 1, 2, and 3. You got volumes 4. You got my brother Chavis's work, Religious Beliefs Revisited. I don't know if Kofi is bringing this one out or not. We'll have to get back at y'all with that one, and after I find out. But coming of Islam and the Bilal Al Sudan, we got another coloring book for the kids. You know what I'm saying? So we got something for everybody. Is it more? Oh, okay. Yeah, Beautiful Lessons of Kimoyo. So same tree, different branch, man. Hold on, let me go back. Once you hit the link, you at the home page, and then you go to shop and spend some money. You know what I'm saying? I'll spend money with everybody else. I'll spend money with all these bitch ass niggas. Come spending money with somebody that's trying to push education. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this shit for a long time. Um, we not getting rich off of it. We not even making a living off of it. We doing this shit for the love. You know what I'm saying? You doing this shit for the love. I don't think motherfuckers understand like the time, the effort that we put into this, the time that we take away from our average everyday activities to do this type of shit. You see what I'm saying? Just to bring y'all some information, just to go behind these fucking coons and that's trying to revise history, revise linguistics, revise anthropology, archaeology, and get y'all the real. So yeah, man, shop with us. And we also, because uh we ain't been promoting this one as of late, but we also, yeah, man, we need everybody to get 5 copies of each book. But we also have Family Connected Apparel. It's the clothing brand. You know what I'm saying? You got all type of uh clothing pieces on there. Y'all spend with all these white folks, um, Versace, Gucci, you know what I'm saying, Louis, Ralph, which I ain't shitting on Ralph because I fuck with Ralph. Ralph is my guy. Um, but these are all owned by white folks, and we make this shit popular, and the value that it has in today's market is the value that we give it. Not we as in Americans, we as in African Americans. You see what I'm saying? So spend some money with some black folks. This the home page. You hit catalog. and then you got everything. You know what I'm saying? 37 pages worth of clothing. Matter of fact, I still gotta. I'm still supposed to be ordering something. I made some. Oh yeah. There you go. Western Central Africa shirts. You see what I'm saying? If you ain't afraid to be from West Africa, Central Africa, you know what I'm saying? Central Africa could. Yeah. So I'll drop that link too. Get you a Central Africa shirt, man. Get you a West Africa shirt, man. Or get you something else. Like I said, we got 37 pages worth of different types of clothing on there, man. It's something on there you're gonna see that you like. I guarantee it. So start spending money with these white. Pause your white folks spending money real quick and spend a little bit with us. You feel me? That's it. That's it, man. That's all I got. So until next time, I'm gonna bring this thing out like I brought this bitch in.
I release this. Side I'm from where them hammers rung. In Atlanta slums, pop a nigga, sit and wait for the ambulance to come. I know if you a shooter, by the way you're handling the gun. Gambling, you're done. Shells burn like candles in the sun. I'm not a fan of gun violence, nor having a strap, but get popped once, and I swear that you'll be scrambling for one. But our plans was to get funds and skate off the set, so I mixed the kush with the dro to make all my weight stretch. I'm from where the dudes rob and argue all day about who's the best MC, Saha stacks of T.I. while dodging the GBI. My bad, I love GZI, but I'm still the best to ever do it, and I ain't even put a CD out. So the next time you say that I ain't got no lyricists, I just think you ain't got a taste for this exquisite shit. My verses are like Leviticus to the underprivileged. I make music for the world, you make music for a stripper bitch. Nick Black leather, beret cap era, guns at your capital, take it to that measure. It's Huey, nigga. It's Huey, nigga. Never been a victim, a rebel against the system. Lames wanna diss them and women just wanna kiss them. It's Huey, nigga. It's Huey, nigga. It's that God flow, what they nailed Jesus to the cross for. And he came back 3 days after he died flow. This Pablo, talking to kids in Chicago, mob flow. This that midget New Jersey drive flow. Side note, I wrote this rap with my eyes closed, bravo. Cause it came out clean as the Moss flow, Costco. Hoes selling they twat for a condo. Benny Hunters and Roscoe, Picasso. Nas mixed with a pop flow. Rappers can't stand me. This that Grammy Nas flow. Let me stop though, cause I'm going digital with the syllables. Saha the prince and I'm royalty like residual. These hoes for me, they supposed to be hospitable. When they in the house with a nigga that's not typical, this not fictional. I run this bitch like elliptical. Can another rapper come out of Atlanta if he not lyrical? Nigga, black leather, beret cap era, guns at your capital, take it to that measure. It's Huey, nigga. It's Huey, nigga. Never been a victim, a rebel against the system. Lames wanna diss them and women just wanna kiss them. It's Huey, nigga. It's Huey, nigga.
This that shot rap, where out of towners die at. I advise you book your flight now and fly back. Gangland, bang then, what you claim, fam? Box Chevys, foreigns, $150 flow. Young nigga got bitches at the 50 though. 50 pack done good, drop off 50 more. My city rough, but I made it in it. Trap house look like it's what K's invented.